London is a city of great diversity and great spirit. It's also a city which is incredibly divided socioeconomically, with 37% of children living below the poverty line. We have a situation where children from those backgrounds have low levels of self-esteem and feel less in control of their success at school.
The Student View is an online journalism blog written by students for students, giving them the opportunity to share their views about current and contemporary affairs. It is now running across 6 schools in 6 different London boroughs.
I felt that I needed more help with my English.
A lot of my students weren't performing particularly well, and I was quite worried as a first teacher about what I was doing. So I thought, what better way than to get them to actually write about articles that are important to them as young Londoners and share them with their peers on an online blog.
This project encourages and challenges students to always write positively and topically about issues that they are passionate about.
Some of the topics I've written about are internet safety. I've written about global warming and how cow farts contribute to that.
I've done an article about LGBT rights in America and the UK. My mum has a lot of friends who go through things like that in America, and it made me feel that I had to write about it because it was so close to home.
I'm most proud of my neuromorphic chips article because at the beginning I couldn't figure out how to write it and it was very difficult for me. But after a while I managed to figure out how to put it and I was able to write a pretty good article.
When we first started it, they were quite reluctant to sort of sit down and write sometimes, but now they are very eager and know exactly what they need to do to get the job done. They're really determined because they can see the end goal, they can see it online.
In producing something that is something to be proud of, you can now become proud of yourself.
The Children's Society report in 2015 found that English school children are amongst the unhappiest in the world, with England ranking 14th out of 15 countries for life satisfaction and 11th for feeling positive about the future.
It's incredibly disheartening for young Londoners to be reading about stories, in particular regards to immigration and Islamophobia as well, which are kind of the contentious and contemporary issues that exist in our society now. And that has the tendency to make children from vulnerable backgrounds feel isolated.
The bias and the twist, because negative news sells and big numbers and big statistics sell, they are warping reality.
A lot of bad things are happening, but there's always a possibility that you could say it in a different way. By doing the articles, I can say it in a nice, positive way.
I enjoy the Student View. It helps me express myself.
The confidence in the classroom extends beyond, and you've got confidence in the home life and the social life, and it all starts with being confident in who you are, what you can produce, and empowering these students to enable them to go out and make a change for themselves.
The Student View has encouraged me to speak out about what I like a little more.
It gives a voice to the voiceless in that it gives a voice to young kids, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, and what's going on in their lives.
It inspires me to try and do things that people wouldn't expect me to do. I'm trying to make a difference in my life, in other people's lives.